Big hits. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one, we're moving on to stage 12 and phase 20 of my Allied Surge Warpath. Previously, we had a very successful attack against the Czechoslovakians, getting revenge for our absolutely diabolical defense. And today we can either choose to do a defense against the Soviets, which I think will be very difficult, or we can do another attack against the Czechoslovakians, which would be the smart choice if we want to continue gaining victory points. We'll see what we end up doing after spending our operational authority. For a defense, we'll definitely need engineer support, so that's something that I need to consider. Let's just top up these units. These are important, our recon units. I need the supply topped up. We probably don't need to add more M1A1s or Leopard 2A1s for the time being. Infantry probably needs a little bit of help, so let's do that. I don't think I care so much about this HQ unit. We definitely need to top up the T-72s. So that leaves us with 275 operational authority. I could go tactical support 4 times engineer support and then play the defense. That could be the way to do it. Tactical support will be handy, and then 4 times engineer support. Give us 62 to work with. Yeah, I think I'm feeling confident enough to go for a defense against the Soviets. Definitely the difficult choice. But let's have a look. We get Tank Buster. A guided airstrike tactical aid is available during this phase. That's our random event. That's very nice. Not cheaper though. But good that we managed to put some points into the tactical aid. Let's see how we get on. Allied Surge phase 20, stage 12 at 8 PM. Gonna be a fun one. And a very difficult one. The map is going to be important here for sure. Let's have a look. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not as bad as the other defense where they're kind of like coming from 2 sort of different sides entirely. It's kind of all in the roughly the same direction. And we have some nice hills that we can actually defend from, like here and here. This is a good spot for our infantry as well. So let's place down my BMPs in here. And the Schützen there. Let's put the Schützen maybe on that side. Okay, and then we will do tanks probably on the hills. So probably going to have both of the tanks together. We'll put the Leopards, we put the M1A1s like here, and then maybe just the Leopards next to those. So let's put the Leopards like just next to them like that. A little bit risky putting them so close together because they're both very useful assets. Then we'll probably put the HQ unit behind those. Only one of them there. Okay, and then on this hill, probably use the T-72s at this range. So let's pop the T-72s up here. Something like that. We do get some recon M3A2s, which is nice. So we're supported by the Americans, which is actually pretty good as well. There should be some, there's probably some Abrams somewhere, yeah, like this M1A1s defending Kilo. That's really nice for us. Okay, we do have a lot of engineer support to put down, so I'm going to try and hurry things up a little bit. We'll put probably the Bradleys in between, or like sort of somewhere there. Probably put them on like hold fire. For now, I might need to move them. We definitely need supply here. We'll need supply on the right side. T-55s, I think we just stack them with the other tanks. We could even stack like infantry here, like a second line or something. I'll probably put some a leader with those. Those tanks can drive forwards and help out if something scary comes close. Yeah, otherwise, mortar, probably a good idea. And we'll probably need a mortar maybe on this right side. I'll put them behind the hill. They might get counter battery, but we'll see. Over here, not entirely sure what I want to do. We might just put a couple of infantry in there to help defend Foxtrot. They can bounce off that. Right, let's go and have a look at our engineer support. So I'm thinking we can run anti-tank emplacements. Nice bit of like fence over there. Definitely put an anti-tank emplacement here. Dot around some recon. Okay, do I want any strong points? I could add some strong points on this side. Maybe an extra strong point in Echo. Maybe some strong points up here. I'll put a recon with this. Okay, that'll do. Let's confirm. Off we go. Set up all nicely. It's a lot of platoons. We can speed up the opener a little bit here. We got 2 A-10 guided strikes, which is nice. So any heavy tanks that we see, those A-10s are going for those. That's priority. If there's a big group, we can obviously use the Alpha Jet cluster, and artillery DPICM will use for counter battery. So artillery already falling on the backside. Kilo is the main objective. I probably should have checked this already. So there's Lima there and Mike. So these back 3 actually are our main objectives, which is good because it means we can kind of fall back quite a bit. Like if we take a really bad first phase, we can kind of set up behind. It's not too bad. Let's drop an area recon over here. Alright, there's nothing over there. Makes me think that they're either coming through towards the middle or they're going to be smashing right into us here. Okay, so they are putting pressure onto this objective. I am probably going to start moving in that direction with the M1A1s. We'll leave the Leopards dug in. Over here, nothing too much to worry about. Our dug in units are just these Maluka units, which are not too great. At least those T-64s are going to come under a lot of fire. So far, mostly T-64s, which is nice. T-80s is what we've got to be scared of. Could still be worth me bringing in an A-10 guided strike here. I don't have a leader for those. They're coming in pretty close for the T-64s. Both of the units here, my Maluka units got ruined, so we lost those defenses already. Big hits. They were just getting ambushed by the M1A1s as well. Absolutely awesome. Oh, these guys used up their ammo quick. I'm just going to try and get into range here. of these T-62Ms and BTRDs. It looks like we're being attacked by like an airborne supported armored unit. So yeah, we're not going to have to deal with too many heavy tanks. Gotta respect that unit. We'll take out a lot of those infantry at least. Nice and easy. So far so good. We're gonna have to... We'll retreat those, it's fine. I think that's like an off-map artillery strike coming in. Just realised that our strong points, quote unquote, strong points, are KDA. Probably not the best best strong point we could ask for. Where are those firing from? Probably hit them with a DPICM at some point. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Letting my M1A1s get cooked a little there. Oh, we lost another one. P64B1 causing issues. I might retreat those T55s as well. Get my Humvee in here. Oh, nice big hit. Right, how far are we from the spawn here? Because the trouble we had with the Czechoslovakian defense was we were quite far from the spawn. Whereas I feel like this one's a bit closer. We'll let them decap it, it's fine. We can obviously use these infantry to push back at some point. What I think I should do, since they keep putting pressure on Foxtrot, we can bring the Leopards around.
Zone lost.
There is the AA right there. We should probably make sure that's gone before we bring in any airstrikes. Maybe a case of DPICMing in front of these infantry. Nice snipes, really nice snipes. Okay, enemy helicopters, not great. Oh, the Humvees. No, not the Humvees. We take out the Strela. Let's just make sure that falls back, because we'll fall back to supply as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little bit of like mobile defense here with these tanks, I think. Alright, we'll move those to take out the Kabosticas. Kind of bypassing my defenses a little bit. Okay, Kavostica's dealt with. You gotta be careful here because the HGM fire and artillery fire is gonna add up. It's gonna start doing a lot of damage. I was really hoping the HIMARS would win that, but they didn't. These M82s get... one of them got absolutely wrecked. Oh, those are T-80UDs. That would probably be why. Ouch. That's the heaviest tank they've got. Okay, so we will have to worry about that. I thought we might not have to, but we do. See if I can at least keep these alive and long enough to get their supply. So these KDA, honestly, so there's quite a lot of them. I can probably get into the backside of Foxtrot just to cap that quick. But we're going to fall back on the right side for the time being until my supply arrives, and then maybe we can make a little bit of a counter push. But let's get the looks in to provide some recon for us on the fly. I could also get the HQ unit back in again. That HQ bonus is very handy.
Zone
Might just
lost.
leave those BTRs where they are for the time being. The chance we might be able to ambush the BMP2s as they come past. Leopards are fixed up, which is nice. We can keep the looks moving with the Leopards. M1A1s, I want to try and get in a position to shoot stuff that's bypassing Foxtrot. Well, they actually have, yeah, they've got eyes on us from that direction.
5 minutes remaining.
I'll have the Lukes try and cap back hotel. My poor KDA are gonna have to do a runner. Alright, we're just about getting out of there. Okay, it looks you're gonna have to duck and cover. Let's go get some A10s in. We're not gonna have any eyes on stuff. That's a shame. Alright, Lukes, you're gonna have to run. run. He grins, you're done for now. Oh, those are BMP3s. I will area recon this. I was hoping that maybe the M1A1s would still see stuff, but they really didn't. So we're gonna have to bring up the defense again, like the A10s, to help us out there.
Zone captured.
They're still clipping them like quite hard. Those BMP3s are brutal. Are they clustering my M1A1s? They are. Fortunately, not too much, but the Leopards, they took it. Yeah. Took a beating. We lost quite a few of those. That's not a good look. I think with a little bit of help from some air support, we might be able to get back into hotel. What I'm hoping. Oh, left side's looking kind of crazy. Air defense is high. Hoping that they maybe try and go through the trees here a little bit. I could use artillery DPICM. Quite a dense area. And if we take out like Estrella, for example, that would be great.
One minute remaining.
Okay, T-55's there. Oh, they're gonna take damage. Take a lot of damage. Back them up. That's a T-64 company that we're having to destroy here. This is crazy. We did capture a hotel back before the end of the phase. But all this infantry, it's not in a good spot. Might be able to just about survive. Well, there it is. That went a lot better than I expected, if I'm honest. 56 dead, 186 wounded. They had 1,006 wounded. So Abrams, of course, did really well on the Leopards on that side. I think concentrating those together worked really nicely, and they were in the right position to absorb a lot of those attacks. T-72s in the middle did okay until one of them got taken out. Let's see what we're working with in terms of operational authority for the second go at that, because we did lose a lot of our engineer support. 323 operational authority. That's a lot. Okay, so we can definitely boost ourselves back up with numbers. We've got 7 Leopards, 8 M1A1s. Probably fine. Let's add a little bit extra engineer support. The T-55s are okay. We need those T-72s back online. So we've got 12, 144 operational authority. Maybe it's just more tactical support. A bit more engineer. We probably need some supply as well. We only have 144, not 150. Otherwise, I could do all 3. So I think we're going to do tactical support, supply, and then we'll do more T-72s. What other infantry? BMP Schützen can get back on their feet. That's fine. Okay. Fingers crossed on the event. Supplies disrupted. Oh no. Supply platoons cannot be deployed. This is going to be really tough. On a defensive battle, this is horrible. All right, Allied Surge phase 21, stage 12 at midnight. Midnight's actually kind of fun. We got the new, the illumination mechanics going on. Yeah. All right, let's see what kind of defenses are still alive. It looks like we actually get back a lot of these defenses because we didn't lose the objectives that they're around, so that's nice. We'll leave those here. T-72s... Not quite sure where I want to keep them. Also, these guys can all just go back over here. Leopards and Abrams on the right again. So I think this position is a better place for the Abrams because they can shoot ahead and they can also shoot to the left. And then we can have maybe the Leopards sit back on this side with some infantry up on top if they come up over the top. Put them like there. Also use some recon there. I do have engineer support actually, which I could use for that. And there's also, I think, potential for obstacles. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's helping a lot. Okay. Yeah, slowing them down there, which means I can probably actually bring in the Akatsias. Akatsias would be pretty good, especially like if they do get stuck on the defenses. The Akatsia can be used quite nicely. We'll keep the T-55 leaders with the tanks. Luke's can go maybe over here instead. Not quite sure in the middle what we're doing for defense here. I guess that T-72's got to come here. Anything else? Supply can move over here. Maybe those T-55s join us up here as well. The HQ, so it covers the Leopard and the M1A1s. Okay. think we're all set. Let's go. We'll speed it up again. Artillery illumination is going to be kind of important so that we can see them coming. We'll drop an area recon here just to see if they're on that side. Okay, there is a bunch of units coming down there. So we want to probably artillery illuminate that side. I like how you can see like the old defenses and stuff here. Yeah, A10 guided immediately onto these units. Oh, those I think are the T-64s from the previous phase. Go on A10s. Nice. The Akatsya taking off-map shots all the way on the backside of the map. Right, we should be in range of all of these. Yeah, we are. Good. The illumination should help us out with spotting some of this stuff.
What's next?
Let's come across with the M1A ones. We just weren't close enough to engage, unfortunately. Range on these is 2,400 meters, so... Ooh, big attack coming in on the left. Right, here's a good target for the artillery. I might even like artillery DPICM them. We'll just do an A10 guided on the T-64 at least. Gonna back these up. Good, perfect hits. That BMP unit can leave, we can replace them with another one. Oh, they moved it up again. Wasn't intentional. Ooh. Okay. I think I made them turn around. That wasn't a good idea. although the T-80Bs, to be honest, at this range, we're able to get some pretty good pens.
Zone lost.
Yeah, golf is a goner. Even the P-80's coming in from the side there. I don't know if I should be retreating or not, because I feel like the T-72s are still going to deal decent damage at close range. It's kind of worth sacrificing them to take out some of those T-80 BV units. Alright, we took out the mortars. They're gonna chase down my M3s. Oh no. Hopefully they can get out. I don't know if they will. Are those T-80s? No chill. I'm going to drop an area recon on this as well, because that T-80 is going to go into the forest. Hopefully we hit the T-80UD. Okay, killed one of them. It's fine by me. Right, Mr. Leopard, you're gonna have to come over here. Oh, is that a tank unit?
Zone lost.
Or is it a BMP unit? Oh no. Not good, not good, not good. Not good. Okay, it's an infantry unit at least. Ah, this is looking really rough now. Really, really rough. Alright, those leopards can go home. P-64s. They will get finished off, but maybe a waste of that strike. Gotta try and finish off as many of these as I can. Oh, that's a lot of HGMs coming in though. I would like more operational authority, but I don't think it's like a massive priority. Where's my leopards at? They need to be coming back in. BRDM absorbing shots for us.
Zone lost.
We kind of lost our eyes. Let's see if we can artillery illuminate for these T-72s, because they are pretty blind without it. Oh, they missed. Tragic. The T-55 leader, though, is doing a great job. That's the last unit. A hotel. Okay, it's not. Well, at least we can maybe take out the BMP-3 there. Come on. Hit the mark. Good. Right, we can probably retreat those. They've done a good job. Try and get the Schützen to capture hotel. And then we're going to want to artillery illuminate in between. Let's make sure we're defending Mike, because that's important. We'll take back hotel. Nice side shots. Great ambush. Alright, 5 minutes remaining feels like a long time.
Zone captured. Five minutes remaining.
Take them down with the machine guns. M1A1 going in there. Very nice. Right, can we get across the Foxtrot? Maybe get across the Golf, to be honest. See if we can cap back some more of these. There's a T-64s. Elite veterancy. And we're going to be hitting them from two sides, but still going to be a bit sketchy.
Zone lost.
What zone did I lose? Oh, that one.
Listening.
Okay, we're capping back Golf and Foxtrot. Good hits. I will let the Leopards go back. It's a real shame that I don't get supply here, because this is rough. We'll get the Schützen in here to sit in the backside of Echo. At least with Golf taken, they'll lose India. Skeleton defense elsewhere at the moment. Let's just get those unloaded.
Zone captured.
Oh no, thanks. Yeah, that was such a bait. It was such a bait.
What's next?
Oh, and this is bad too. Napalming my poor M1A1s. P-72s are a goner. Okay, we just moved to defend Lima, I think. Because that left flank is looking pretty brutal right now.
Zone lost.
Nice, it's good when they hit different units. Really, really good. The HIMARS died at Foxtrot. Okay, we got 1 minute to hold the line.
Zone lost. 1 minute remaining.
Could distract them with the looks. Taking out the Shoka might be worth it. We just need to hold as much as possible and definitely the victory points. The first time around wasn't so bad. This time around we've lost a lot of stuff and I'm not really going to have much operational authority. We held on to Juliet and Hotel at least. Yeah, the KD not so good this time around. 254 wounded, 100 dead for us. Okay, well the Leopards and M1A1 still MVP, but at least the infantry actually got quite a lot of action there. There's so much attrition when you're fighting like that up close. But that is stage 12 concluded, and we did get all of the victory points, so I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. That could have gone a lot worse. We actually did, I think, better maybe than we did on the Czechoslovakian, because I feel like on the Czechoslovakian defense we actually lost victory points. Whereas that time we didn't. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, well, that was fun. And a good challenge, which is what I like to see. And hopefully you do too. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.